Welcome to the Thrive Home Show. Here's your host, Michael Bounds.
Thank you so much for joining the Thrive Home Show. Today, I'd like to introduce Mark Hardin. When I describe Mark with my clients, he does mortgages for me. And so if there was a Mount Rushmore of loan officers in Indianapolis, he would be on that mountain. So anyway, thank you so much for joining us today, my man. God bless you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me here.
Today's topic, we would like to talk about mortgages. Different types of mortgages, rates, and then qualifications. This is just a dialogue where we're going back and forth. And then also I love, with your family and your traveling, I want to hear a little bit about that as well. So anyway, how you doing today, my man?
I'm good.
Awesome. So first off, what's the last place you went on vacation? Because you always go to cool places.
Just to Florida, nowhere too exciting. So places out of the country, Canadian Rockies. That was probably my favorite trip. So
cool. Awesome, man. Well, awesome. Well, right now, everything's kind of up in the air. There's a lot of misinformation. Set it straight, my man. Tell me, rates, what's going on? What do you see moving forward as far as mortgages in the next 6 months?
As far as the next 6 months with interest rates, it's been quite a roller coaster ride here recently, ups and downs. And historically speaking, the rates are still low. So what we're just hoping for right now is inflation to settle, and then interest rates will start to settle with that. So that's our hope in the next 6 months or so.
The conversation that I've been having with buyers is everybody's like, I'm waiting for rates to go down. I'm waiting for rates to go down. And the thing that I want them to understand is that when rates were low, they were paying $20, $30, $50,000 over asking.
Absolutely.
So with rates where they are, now we have people getting deals. We have people getting stuff at asking. So what it does is okay, at 2%, you're going to be paying, it fuels inflation. So the rates slows things down. So then housing prices become more stable. This is simple. It's a simple supply and demand. So if they lower rates right now, then housing is going to go up and then inflation is going to go up. So they have this delicate balancing act to make sure that we don't go back into a situation where we have inflation that we've been having. So I understand it, but you're absolutely right. Rates are now low enough to where it's affordable to buy a house. And guess what? Housing is not like $30, $40, $50, $60,000 over asking. So it's kind of the best of both worlds.
Yeah, for sure. And we say this all the time: marry the house, date the rate.
Right.
So as far as the interest rate is concerned, you're not stuck with that forever. When the rates come down, it's a super simple process to be able to refinance. So it's just a short-term, interest rate that may be a little bit higher for you right now, but it will get better, and you can improve that situation down the road by not overpaying the house now. So
you're totally right. You can get the best of both worlds. You can actually buy a house at market prices or below, and then the Fed is predicting rates to drop. Now, the thing that is a big issue, if inflation, I geek out on this stuff. So right now, inflation came in at 3.8 or whatever, and they're trying to go up 2. It went up, it ticked up. So they were forecasting 3 interest rate cuts this year, and now it looks like that number is going to go down. They probably won't do 3 because inflation is ticking up. If they dropped rates while inflation was ticking up, guess what's going to happen? It's going to go like that. So
correct, yeah.
They're trying to keep that in play. But as you were saying, you can buy now when the prices are low, and then for 6 months, a year, whatever, once rates start falling again, once we get this, you can then refinance it down so you can get the best of both worlds. Anyway,
absolutely.
And then you can write off the interest on your house. I'm not a tax person, but
right.
People don't understand this is an amazing time to buy, and so that's why I had you on here. So the one thing that gives people the most heartburn that I see is qualification. So tell me right now, what does that look like with you guys?
Yeah, so qualifying, that's the mortgage process is probably the most important part of buying a house, and understanding what you're doing going into it is going to make it more successful for you. Credit score is the biggest one. Just having the right credit score, and of course income and a debt to income ratio. So as far as credit score is concerned, depending on what your score is what type of loan product you're going to get into. There's several different loan products out there. The more informed you are on which one works best for you is based on your credit score and just that qualification purpose. So, yeah. So as far as your credit score, if for some reason your score is not ready right now, we have tools that help us get your score up to get it to be where it needs to be to get ready to qualify for that house. So
I love it. So what I love about working with you is that you guys have the tools in order to give my clients the foresight. So I tell people you're playing a game. And so what we're doing is my job is to give you clarity on what it takes to win this game. And mortgages are a big part of it. It's a huge part of it. So I set just because you're not ready right now, the great thing about Ruoff and what you guys offer, we can forecast what's like, okay, you're not ready right now, but if you do this, this, and this, we can forecast what your credit scores are going to be in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. And so we can then be strategic on what options you have. So I love that about Ruoff. I love that Mark, that you do a great job of setting that expectation and help. So I always tell people, everybody has this fear of rejection.
right.
I'm never going to tell you no. I'm going to tell you, if you do this, this, and this, then they got to loan you the money. So then the onus is on you to do those things. And so what you do a great job of is giving folks clarity so they know, okay, these are the things that these are the boxes I need to check off. So then in 3 months or in 6 months, I'm there. So you guys do an awesome job of that. So I want to give you props on that. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Awesome. So, hey man, I appreciate so much. Before you go, what's the coolest place that you've ever been on vacation?
I would have to say Iceland. The terrain, the difference, every stop is something new and something different. It's just a world that we've never seen before with so much different things to visit. Waterfalls, volcanoes, glaciers. I mean, it just has it all. It's beautiful. I would highly recommend.
Your eye holes probably can't even
No, pictures don't do it justice. Yeah, correct.
You're and you just can't explain it. Well, speaking of that, did you check out the eclipse?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was once in a lifetime thing. And seeing it, my parents luckily were here to be able to watch it with me. Watching it through them was pretty cool to see. 80-year-olds never seen something like that before happen.
It's
so
spiritual. It's right. A spiritual. So I experienced the one in 2017. We went down to Kentucky and we went to the line of totality. So I've done this before.
Okay.
So when I come back, I would try to explain to people what is about to happen. And they just, because we've had lunar eclipse, we've had partial eclipse, but to have a total solar eclipse is bonkers.
Right.
And it's hard to explain to people.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm so glad that came through here, because for the last 5 years, I've been trying to explain that to people and they just, they haven't. Right. So cool, man. I'm glad. So the kids, everybody what did they think?
Yeah, I mean, that was super cool to see it with them too. I don't think they realized the importance of it, though. Just watching them see it was cool as well. But like I said, just seeing my folks be able to see it for the first time was pretty cool. So
thank you, man. God bless. Have a great day.
Hey, you too.